Alright everyone, welcome back to GPX Japan. Thanks for watching, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about something I thought was pretty interesting, and that was IGN Japan doing an interview with Takashi Iizuka of Sonic Team talking about Sonic Frontiers. Now this interview came out about 5-6 days ago, and I'm not sure if it was translated into English anywhere else because the actual video doesn't have any captions. Now I didn't go through and translate the whole thing, but I did take some notes and kind of wanted to highlight the important points. I wanted to do this because it's different to hear Iizuka talking sort of in English and in Japanese, where it's obvious that he's more comfortable, he gives more detailed answers, and I think there's cool little tidbits in here that at least I didn't know about personally. If you want to check out the original video, the link's in the description. So I'm just going to be talking about the takeaways from this interview. And the first one is that once you clear an island and move on to the next island, it's going to have its own enemies, its own challenges, and it's going to become harder and harder as you might expect. He also states that the first island acts as a bit of a tutorial, and from the second one onward is when it gets serious. He clarifies that you don't have to clear everything in order to move on. He mentions how you can play around how you like, either focusing on the battles or the high-speed action, and the story is going to progress either way. Now me personally, I found this interesting. Of course, levels do get difficult as things progress, but sort of being able to clear the level almost how you want? I'm interested to see how that's going to be done. It's hard to say how successful that will be or not. Then they go on to talk about Sonic's friends. The first island shows Amy, but the second island has Knuckles being captured. And it's a mystery as to why Knuckles is there, and apparently the game won't actually talk about why, if I understood correctly. There was a video released on YouTube with Sonic Central that I guess goes into the story a little bit more, and you'll have to watch that to get the full context apparently. Not only that, but the mysterious girl is still a mystery, and more will be revealed as you play through the game. What her relationship with Sonic is, or what she wants to do with Sonic, we don't know yet. I'm wondering what they're going to do with the islands. Is each one just going to be you go to a new island and rescue a new friend? Are the friends going to be useful, or are you going to be able to play as them? It seems like Sonic Team has moved away from using Sonic's friends in 3D Sonic games, but I hope that's not the case in this game. I hope you can actually play as Knuckles at least a little bit. Or Amy or Tails or whoever. They talk about progression in the game a little bit more, with Iizuka talking about the original formula of, defeating Eggman, getting the happy ending, and whatnot. But now it's about solving a mystery. Why was Amy captured? Why are they here? Things like that will be important to the story, and again will be revealed as the game progresses. And so then the next topic of discussion is that digital world, and this thing I just had no idea about, because I thought, oh okay, it's going to be another rehashed Green Hill or Sky Sanctuary, blah blah blah, but there seems to be an interesting angle going with it, so I'll reserve judgment. They say that the digital world is created from Sonic's memories, and this is why you see things like Green Hill and Sky Sanctuary. Not only that, but you're going to see areas that are familiar but aren't explicitly stated necessarily. The way Iizuka frames it is, you're going to look at something and think, oh, I know where I've seen that before, or think I know what that is. You're going to have that sort of sensation when you're playing this game. And so this was also brought up in other interviews as well, but Iizuka says this is the third generation of Sonic games, the 2D ones being the first, the 3D linear games being the second, and yep, Frontiers leading the charge of the third one. And I'm so happy the host did this, but he brought up Sonic Adventure, which is my favorite 3D Sonic game, and they talk about the difference between the Sonic Adventure adventure fields and how it's different than the Sonic Frontiers open zones. Iizuka brings up a good point, as much as I love Sonic Adventure, that the adventure zones are not really Sonic-like in their nature. I mean, it's Sonic running around, talking to people, and he's not really doing Sonic things in those levels, right? Whereas in Frontiers, these open zones are stages that are closer to what the essence of Sonic is. The next topic they talk about is battles, and Iizuka talks about the homing attack being the basic attack that was used up until now, and how enemies were kind of just in the way, more of a nuisance of the high-speed gameplay. Essentially this whole new battle system, so I'm excited to see how it is, and it seems like they've really gone out of their way to try to refine it as best as they could. However, they reiterate that because this is an open zone game by nature, you can avoid battles if you'd like to, but they're going to try to have the option of sort of making battles seem appealing so that even people who don't want to do them might sort of want to try them out. Ideally, it would get more and more people into doing them, but we'll just have to see. And so I think everyone knows about the Guardians. These are the big bad bosses in the game, and there's going to be multiple ways to take them on apparently. It's not going to be just about pressing buttons, but it's going to be finding ways around the area and finding different things in order to beat them. And then there's these cute little things, the Coco, which apparently do have some very useful features. I was kind of a little bit worried about this, I mentioned in our previous Sonic Frontiers video, but they're going to help Sonic's speed and rings, so there's going to be 2 types. Now, within these 2 types, there's going to be variations, you know, more rings, more speed, so forth, so on. And apparently, if you really max Sonic out, he's going to get real fast, which is exciting because I think everyone who's a Sonic fan just wants to rip through these zones with a full speed Sonic. And then one of the final points that Izuka stresses that Sonic's growth in the game is going to depend on how the player plays and their actions. Is he going to get stronger, or is he going to get faster, or both? And that's about it for the interview. There's really not too much else besides that. Of course, I could probably go back and translate the whole thing, but I think maybe someone else has done that already, or maybe IGN is doing it themselves. So I hope this summary was informative, and thanks again for watching. Check out our other videos, and take care.